Hello and welcome to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to look at a Suntory beer, and this is part of the Malts series. Suntory has a variety of beers in the premium malts series, many, but only a few in their malts series. And malts is a beer that often is found in low-cost, what we call izakaya in Japan, cheap drinking pubs. And it's often tapped in those sorts of places here, but it also appears in liquor stores and in convenience stores as well. And this is a beer that Suntory brought out in 2015. It's called TheMalt'sUmami. And you may be familiar with the term umami as a taste term. Traditionally, there were four tastes recognized as sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. And but for a long time, of course, many people were recognizing that there was something else going on. The famous French chef Escoffier in the 1900s, 1800s, he was pushing for some kind of recognition for something that he felt came out in roast meats or soup broths and that sort of thing. And in the early 1900s, a Japanese chemist and professor recognized the same sort of thing, that he got something from Japanese soups that could not be described by the four main taste terms, and he described it as umami, and that is the term that has entered English for that flavor. And that flavor is kind of hard to describe. It is umami is often translated as savory, or as the flavor of roasted meat or fish, perhaps broths, things like that. And giving this beer the name umami, I am not sure what they intend, whether the beer should be have an umami note to it, or whether it should go with food that it has umami. In any case, this beer has 26 ratings on Rate Beer, not too many for a major brewer's beer, and the average rating is 2.75 out of 5, pretty low. And the style is pale lager or international premium and Rate Beer. And this is a style that was kind of developed for Japan, because Japan puts out so many different types of lagers, rice lagers and so forth. And so pale lager is a kind of term that could apply to that, or perhaps a inexpensive European lager. In any case, it has a 16 percentile rating out of 100 for all beers on Rate Beer, and only 54 for its style, which again is pale lager. Here. Well, let's give this a go. Shall we open her up? And the reason why I'm rating this one actually is it has been in the convenience stores since it came out in 2015, so it's never gone away. Large brewers in Japan tend to put out many kinds of beer and kind of see what sticks, what is popular. So a lot of beers are almost one-offs, and if they don't succeed, they're gone. And this one has stuck around for almost 4 years now. Okay, so it pours out a nice, clear, kind of almost clear, a little bit hazy. Let's see. Almost a little bit hazy, gold straw with a kind of a thick finger of kind of rocky head on it. Generally, one feature of major brewers' beer in Japan, four majors, which are Asahi, Kirin, Sapporo, and Suntory, is their beers are always beautiful. They look really good. They're beautiful and clear and crisp in appearance. So I get a thin, very thin, kind of malty nose to it, a bit perfumey. Maybe some light noble hops, something like that. Well, I'm not sure. Not sure exactly. A little bit of sour, maybe. Okay. Flavor. Very light roasted malt, small tangy fruitiness perhaps in mid palate. Something a bit bready. Maybe it's power of suggestion, but I am kind of getting a bit of something a little bit salty. Perhaps a kind of sweet, light sweet finish here. The finish is kind of dull actually here. Thin medium body. This is 100% malt beer. It has no other ingredients except for barley malt and hops, and 5%. But it does seem a little bit off. I don't know. Very, very thin overall. So maybe it does have a slight bit of umami character. I don't know if that's what they were after, but certainly not a lot. And I can't imagine that an umami beer would really be a thing. Perhaps some Belgian brewers might want to give that a go and see how they could produce some kind of unusual beer that does have a real umami flavor, but for a major lager beer, I wouldn't recommend it. In any case, once again, this is Suntory The Malt's Umami pale lager at 5% from the Suntory brewers in Japan. You probably won't see this outside of Japan, but if you happen to be in a convenience store, you might give it a try. I don't recommend it highly. That is it for today. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.